This is Coach Lee, and in this video, I'm going to answer the question, should you break no contact if you have children? Or how can you use the no contact rule if you have children with your ex or your spouse? Take a quick second and click the subscribe button below so that you can be notified when I have more videos that are helpful to your situation. And that includes attraction, relationship dynamics, marriage, breakups, and mindfulness. Also, overcoming anxiety. So click the subscribe button below. And if you like this video, please give it a like. Be sure to watch this video all the way through because I'm answering several questions inside of this topic, and it's only going to benefit you if you watch the whole thing, because there are situations that could come up that you might not have thought of if you have children with this person and you're trying to get them back. If there's another question related to having children with your ex or your spouse who you were separated from, ask that in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer it. So if you have children with your ex and you two have been apart for some time, there's been a breakup, they've broken up with you, and you're wondering, how can I use the no contact rule if we have kids together, we have children together? Because obviously you still want to be involved in your kids' lives. And you also want to get this person who's broken up with you back. You want to get them to fall back in love with you, to see that you've had an important role in their lives and that they miss you, and that the breakup was a mistake that they want to correct. I have other videos on why the no contact rule and not contacting your ex or your spouse in this situation is effective, and I link to those in the description below. But just know that it's very important that you give them the breakup, that you remove yourself from their life, because that is what they've asked for. That's what they think they want, and the only way they can know that they don't want it, the only way that they can miss you and want to change things, have motivation to change things, is if you're not there and it's a negative for them. Chasing, begging, pleading, all of that accomplishes things that only hurt your cause. You only put the wrong kind of pressure on them. They already know that you love them. They are the ones who broke up with you, so there is an arrogance to the dumper that says you want them back. And you probably said that. So they already know that. There's no point in saying it again. It's not like they've forgotten. In fact, you're more attractive if there's some mystery and they wonder if maybe they've blown it with you. Maybe you won't take them back. Or they think, will they take me back? That's actually an attractive position to be in if you want your ex back. You want to attract them back. You don't want to try to pursue them back. As I have said in other videos, there is a difference between the prize and the pursuer. You want to be the prize because they want a prize. They want someone who they are attracted to. Being the pursuer actually is a weaker position. In a perfect, great relationship, both of you would be the prize and both of you would be the pursuer. If it gets out of balance, it can cause a loss of attraction from either side. Even if you are the one who is too much of the prize, it can cause a loss of attraction from the other person. So do not fall for the trap of, well, I'm the prize and I'm only going to be the prize and I'm never going to pursue, which some people actually say, and usually they end up contacting me, or at least I'm on the phone with a lot of people who seem to have that philosophy. So getting out of balance with either side can cause a breakup. However, once the breakup happens, you've got to go into prize mode. You've got to show them you're the prize and not the pursuer in order to get them to pursue. Later, when you two are back together, we can go back into that balance that we all want as human beings. We all want to be pursued. We all want to feel like the prize, but we also all want a prize of our own. And the other person is going to want to feel pursued by us, and they're also going to want to feel like a prize, and that we are the prize. So balance is key, but not right now. The dynamics of a breakup and the dynamics of a relationship are different. And if you confuse the two and you think, well, I didn't show them enough affection while we were together, and now that they've broken up with me, I need to show them a lot of affection to fix that. It does not work that way. The dynamics are different. That's a trap people fall for, and it ends up getting you locked out of what you're wanting, which is to get back together with this person. When you have children, you cannot do complete no contact, especially if those children are little, because you're going to have to communicate. Pickup times, visit times, emergencies, school, money, all kinds of things related to the kids, discipline. Those things have to be communicated, and you have to do this in a mature, adult way, which is very attractive. So generally speaking, you should keep contact to matters relating to the children only. Be polite, be casual, show that you can separate your issues from what is best for the children, because being a good parent is very attractive. Your ex or spouse should see that you are a non-selfish person who can put the needs of his or her children above his or her own when it's necessary, and this case makes it necessary. If possible, contact your children directly. Avoid using your spouse or ex as a middle person, a middleman, because some people fall into that trap, and they will say, oh, I wanted you to give little Johnny or little Susie or whatever your kid's name is a message for me. And they use that sort of as this way where they could tell me, no, Coach Lee, I was only contacting her to contact the children to get a message through to them. When the kids have phones, they can be texted, they can be called. So this was you falling for the illusion of action, thinking that if you communicated with your ex somehow, you could kind of rattle them a little bit like an animal in a cage, get some kind of action, some kind of contact, and you would benefit from that. When actually your absence is what is more powerful and more attractive and will cause them to pursue you. Staying in too much contact is not a good thing. In fact, we need that time. We need that silence for as long as you can get it so that they can actually see their life without you, miss you, recognize it's been a long time, and feel that silence, which is so powerful, even though it might not seem that way. You coach for 20 years, you're involved in the relationship recovery industry for 20 years like I have been, then you know these things, and you can speak based on professional observation. Otherwise, you're just kind of going with your gut, you're kind of going with emotion, and with what makes sense to you based on very little experience. So I strongly encourage you to listen to me on this, to go with experience, to go against what you're wanting to do to get what you want most in the future. Use your mind over your heart in this situation. Sometimes the heart's an advantage, sometimes the mind is an advantage. In this case, your mind is going to be your advantage in getting your ex back. Do not contact them unless it's about the kids and unless it's 100% necessary. If you want to contact your children directly and they have phones, contact them directly. Don't make your ex, your spouse, a middleman. Doing it this way shows you aren't chasing. It shows you're a good parent. It shows you can set aside your issues for the good of someone else. It gives you an opportunity to show yourself in a more attractive light. If anger was an issue, if bad hygiene was an issue, if awkwardness was an issue, lack of ability to dress yourself or manicure yourself right, there's all kinds of issues it could be, because attraction is physical, intellectual, and emotional. Make sure you are as attractive as possible in the areas of PIE, physical, intellectual, and emotional attraction. When you do contact your ex or have to be in the same room with them, or you are with your kids with them, it's an opportunity to show them the most attractive version of yourself that you can. You've made improvements. It's an opportunity to show them that. And of course, don't say, can you see that I've improved? Can you see that this is better? That would be ridiculous. It would look like you're only doing these things to try to get them back. And it would look like you're only interacting with them to try to get them back, and that you're actually not having the best interest of your kids in the forefront. That's a very unattractive thing. When you have to explain something, you make it less effective in this situation. One question I've been asked is, should I send pictures of the kids to my ex or my spouse? If they're little, yes, that's a good thing, because it shows you see the value of their role in the life of your child. And you would also be doing a service to your children, because it's important, when possible, if possible, for kids to have both parents influencing them, loving them, and involved in their lives as much as possible. It can also be a way to show that you aren't chasing, because it shows your focus is on the children. And try to make that as genuine as possible. Focus on the kids, on being a good parent to them in this time, because it's difficult for them not to have you two in the same house, or not to have you two at least in a relationship with each other. It's difficult. It does affect them, usually in negative ways. So it's important that you try to nurture them, show them that you're still there, that you still love them, that both of you still love them, and also show that you're not being uncivil to each other, that you're not making the other person a monster and exaggerating things or even lying about them to your children. very bad thing to do. And if a divorce is in the proceedings, it's illegal, usually, or at least frowned upon strongly by a judge who may be making decisions on child custody and other matters. Should you go to birthday parties where your ex or your spouse is going to be? The answer is yes. Put the focus on the children. They want both of you to be there. You can be there. Show that you can be a mature person. You're not going to let the situation get awkward. You're going to be polite, casual, and again, focus on your kids. It's okay to attend a joint birthday party. You don't have to go over and be all buddy-buddy with your ex or your spouse. You don't have to try to force conversation, but it would be great if you just said, hey, how are you? Good to see you. You look nice. Just something casual, and then get right back to your kids. That's an easy excuse to get away from them and to focus elsewhere, which is attractive. My emergency breakup kit is a tremendous resource if you have been broken up with. It can help you get your ex back. It's very strategic. It walks you through many questions and details and answers. It also discusses when and if you should break no contact if you don't have kids together, or if you have kids together, if you should break no contact in a way that addresses your relationship. It's very important. You can get more information on my emergency breakup kit in the link in the description below or at myexbackcoach.com. Again, please subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified when I have more content that's helpful to your situation. And as I said earlier, that includes attraction, relationship dynamics, mindfulness, and anxiety. So take a quick second and click the subscribe button below. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. At the end screen here, there's going to be a couple videos that will probably be helpful to your situation, and I would encourage you to watch those. Again, for more free articles and information, go to myexbackcoach.com. This has been Coach Lee with myexbackcoach.com. Thank you for watching.